What's up, homies? We are live. How y'all doing out there? Everyone staying safe? Everyone staying healthy? Yes? Wearing your mask out in public, please? Yeah? All right. All right. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I was going to talk about how some of the big box brands have kind of gone bankrupt over this whole thing that's going on right now, but I'm not going to talk about it because no one gives a fuck. They got their bailout. They got their bailouts, and it's horrible. But whatever. Small businesses are kind of left in the dust. So we're not going to talk about that. Actually, we are going to talk about how marketing has changed within the last 6 weeks or so. Everything about marketing has changed. Your customer buying behaviors have changed. The world has practically changed because of what's going on. Real brief statistic too that was just shown to me this morning by my team. 20% of businesses are gone. They are gone. They're shut down. They're not coming back. That's it. They're done. The other 60% of businesses that are still open are just trying to break even, which is, still just as bad. The other 20% of businesses are experiencing exponential growth, which is insane. In the middle of this pandemic, they're experiencing exponential growth. So that last 20%, what are they doing? What is their target? How are they doing that? Right? When everybody else seems to be struggling. So let's talk about that. All right. Marketing has changed. Like I said, this pandemic affects how consumers are now buying products. Your customers, your consumers, right, have evolved into a completely new buying persona in the last few weeks. The whole look at me in a Lambo and I'm drinking champagne on my private jet. That whole economy is dead. I'm sorry to say. If if you built your entire following on Instagram and it's working for you, great. But I'm telling you right now, a majority of those people they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Look, substance, honesty, trust, helping others. That's 4, actually. If your business was originally built on that before we even had this pandemic, then you're fine. We're good. We got something to work with. If you've been selling diet tea with your ass and your washboard abs and you have zero substance to your brand, we're in trouble. You're in trouble, I should say. So we gotta change the messaging up a little bit. Okay. Now, I was doing some research and I came across this very interesting article. Actually, my team came up with this article. So let me pull this up right here. Right here. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining in. All right, check this out. I don't know if you can read that, but this came from Win Big Media. Win Big Media is a huge marketing company, and the head of it is a marketing genius guru, but they base all of their stuff on data, right? So this is what you see here. Now, I want you to pay close personal attention. They asked 40 questions on this survey. It was crazy. They asked basically all the decisions in your life, what do you value most right now? And guess what the top 3 came out to be? Check this out. So if I can, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, no, it's not zooming in. There we go. Aha. There we go. Top 3, helping and caring for family and friends, preserving your own safety and the safety of your family, and being dependable and trustworthy for family and friends. Now, the next question also asked, based on those 3, right? Based on those 3, which influences your decision the most? Again, helping family and friends, preserving your own safety and the safety of your family, being dependable and trustworthy to your friends. Very interesting stuff here. Very interesting stuff. So, what does that mean for you as a business? Well, we gotta look at everything through that lens right now. We gotta look through, how does your business, your brand, show safety? Are you offering safety to that customer? Right? Right now, what's going on in the customer mind is they can only spend money on safe things. They don't want to spend it on things that don't really matter in this moment. Okay. For example, like let's take if you have like a organic food or like a vitamin supplement, you're in the e-com space, like or you have a brick and mortar store. Well, providing safety means your messaging should say to your customer, you cannot afford not to have food with pesticides and all these extra ingredients and stuff like that in your house right now. It's a very dangerous time. So we want to minimize the amount of extra crap that's in your food or in your vitamins or in your supplements. And in that sense, you are keeping their family safe, right? We address the safety issue there. Now, is this something that, the second principle, is this something that's going to help me, or your customer, or help others? We're in an age where there has been this giant shift of helping others and this giant want to be of service to everyone else. So again, going back to that whole organic food, whatever thing, you can say in your messaging that of some of the profits, or maybe even all of the profits, are going to be donated to hospitals or other frontline care workers. You could say that you'll be donating masks or other medical necessities to these other brands, or not brands, to these other healthcare facilities that need it. You can adjust your messaging that way. So now you're addressing that second principle of, is this going to help me or is it going to help others, right? So now you've got that question figured out in your customer's mind. The last principle is, do they trust you? Do I, as a consumer, trust your company, your business, your brand? You need to be dependable and trustworthy, especially in times like this. You basically have to think to yourself, how do I want my company, how do I want my business to be viewed a year from now, right? When we get out of all of this, when everything kind of normalizes, do you want to be seen as the company and brand that donated, that helped, that served during this pandemic time? Or do you want to be remembered as, oh yeah, that was that one company that tried to sell, $10 masks and N95 masks on eBay? That's the type of thing. You need to be trustworthy. You need to be dependable, especially in a time like this. So those are the three big questions based on this data, this huge survey that this Win Big Media company, and they do a lot of data, so they're very trustworthy on that. But those are the three big questions. Do you show safety, or are you offering safety for me? This is your consumer talking, your customer talking. Is this something, is your product, is it something that's going to help me, or is it going to help others? And number three, do I, as a consumer, trust you and your business and your company? Those are the three big questions that are influencing buying decisions today in this market. So you need to really adjust your messaging to fit and answer those three questions. I guarantee you change up your messaging and you address those questions, you're going to be just fine. You remember, your business is there to solve a problem for your customer. So in that context of what they're thinking today and those three questions, how is your product doing that? And sometimes that may mean that you need to shift and you need to make a little pivot in your messaging, in your product. And sometimes you need to do it pretty aggressively. So I want to really quickly address the whole trust thing, right? And then I'll go over the next two another day, maybe tomorrow. But trust, okay? Let's talk about that. The more time that you as a business owner sit there and think about high level strategies of, tactics and stuff like that, all that shit is out the door right now. We need to make moves. Businesses are closing left and right. Some businesses are trying to break even. It's ridiculous right now. So you need to start acting. Y'all need to start acting on something. Do something, right? Do something. How do you build trust? Let's talk about how you build trust. Let's content. Okay. Content is key. Content is very valuable. High volume content. I'm talking like posting 3 times a day at least on some of the social media platforms. Now, this is not a general rule of thumb or anything like that. This is just a number I'm throwing out there. But you need to keep in mind that you need to be, your company, your brand, your message needs to be the first thing that your customer sees in the morning, and it needs to be the last thing that they see at night. So you need to be on top of your publishing game like now. And it's ridiculously cheap to get in front of your target audience and your target customers. So take advantage of this time, not advantage of the people that are suffering through this. No. Talking about, look, Facebook doesn't need another cent from us that they don't like. Really, they're doing fine. You can take advantage of this situation where you can get in front of your people for real dirt cheap. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I mean by take advantage of this time. Most people are at home. Most people are just watching Netflix and watching Tiger King and fucking figuring out if Carol Baskins killed her husband or fed him to the tiger. That shit, I mean, really, let your business be better than that. Let your content be better than that. Provide something to your customer that has nothing to do with tigers. I don't know why I'm on this tiger rant. I haven't even seen the show, but they tell me it's good. So whatever. But anyways, most people are consuming content, and there are new accounts that are being created right to this very day, and they are flooding the algorithm, and they are trying to get in front of their customer to be top of mind. When we get out of the situation, your customer thinks, oh yeah, I saw that brand 10 million times, let me just go call them. That's what they're doing right now. And you, as an established business owner, already have a product. You have a product, so you are ahead of the game. These new accounts that have just popped up, they're catching up. They're still trying to figure out market value. They're still trying to figure out market feasibility. So you have a product, you have a good product or service or whatever it is. All you need to do is just publish content. All you need to do is get that word out there that, hey, this product is good. It exists. It will help you. It keeps you safe. And we are a trustworthy brand because we've been doing this for X amount of years. We've been around. So you need to create content that builds that trust. Okay. That's how you address that first trust factor. Now, obviously, there needs to be a strategy, and you can't just be blasting content of what you had for breakfast today and then what your kid did like 2 minutes ago and destroyed half the house. Or maybe that's me. Maybe that is me. I don't know where my kid is. But I think he's alive. It's all right. So anyways, but you need to provide resources to your customer. You need to provide value, provide substance to your brand, build up that trust. Okay. Now there's more to it than that, but obviously, well, you have to hire us to get through that. And I didn't even make a pitch yet. If you want to talk to us, go to vfpconsult.com and schedule a time to talk to us. Wow, I totally went through this whole thing without making a pitch. All right. Well, anyways, tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the other two questions. Is this addressing the safety issue? And also, how is this helping others? How is my product helping me as a consumer, or how is it helping others? I'll address how to take care of those two principles or those two key questions tomorrow. It's going through your customers' heads right now based on the data that I showed you. Again, look, take a look at this. I'm just going to show it real fast. See, helping and caring for family and friends, preserving your own safety and the safety of your family, being dependent and trustworthy. Those top three right there. Yeah, you gotta get on it. You gotta address those in your marketing message. Okay, now I can make a pitch. Also, if you need help with any of that stuff, if you need help with pivoting your marketing message, if you need help figuring out how does your product, your service fit into the conversation that's going on in the mind of your customers right now, call me, schedule a call. And right now I will do a deep dive into your business. We'll get on the phone. We'll go over the numbers. We'll take a look at what is happening right now, what's working, what's not working. And I'll give you an action plan. I'll give you a simple one-step action plan to take. I'm not going to bombard you with a million different things to do. I'll give you one step to take that can essentially position your brand and your message to be an authority figure in whatever space you're in. And who knows, also maybe generate revenue right then and there. Okay. I'm not saying that it will immediately, obviously, but I'm just saying that I will give you one action step plan to take today that can move the needle forward in your business. And on top of that too, if you want to, as confident as I am that I can do this for you, if you get on that call with me, okay, I'm going to make it completely risk-free for you as the business owner, because I know safety is a big thing, right? So for my safety net to you, if you do not get any value out of that phone call that we have together, if you don't get the action plan or what you want to hear, I'll give you $100 just for wasting your time where you could have been creating content like I told you. Okay. So there's no reason that you shouldn't get on a call, because if anything, you'll at least get some clarity in your business. And on top of that too, who knows, you might even make $100. Okay. So go to vfpconsult.com. You'll see a blue button there. And then you just click that, and then you fill out a little form, and it takes you to the calendar thingy. Technology. It's crazy. Okay. That is my pitch and my offer to you. So get on a free phone call with me. We'll go over your business, go over your strategy. I will give you some simple steps to take next. And if you don't get any value from it, hey, I'll pay you for your time. I got time too. So anyways, stay healthy out there, stay safe, stay indoors. I know it's hard. I'm in my son's room, as you can see by the Mickey Mouse ears. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will catch you tomorrow where we talk about the next 2 principles. All right, take it easy.